Hey y'all, this is SC Southern Style here, bringing you another StarCraft 2 match. This will be from the ZOTAC Cup. Unlike the last ZOTAC Cup that I did, this is the American League. This is Cup number 17. This is the finals, best of 5 between GoSuGatored and xSixRoyal. I have cast a Gatored game. Well, I think I know I've seen Gatored play before, and he played in the last time I saw him play was in the lower bracket of the National Star League, I believe. So saw some pretty good, interesting strategies out of him. So he's going to be the green Protoss at the top of Shattered Temple, while we have xSixRoyal, the pink Zerg, in the 2 o'clock position. Now, these look like close spawns. They are fairly close spawns by air. As you can see, the air path is almost non-existent. It's so small. But the ramps are facing away from each other, so as far as ground goes, it is still quite a ways away. So not going to be, anything outside of a standard rush will be the same distance regardless. So xSixRoyal going for the extractor first. He did do the extractor trick on the bottom extractor to get that extra drone out. So spawning pool is down, so we won't be seeing an early fast expand from him. This is the MLG version of this map, so there will be the neutral supply depot here to avoid, or to not allow people to wall off and do any kind of cheeses or anything like that with walling off. So spawning pool going down. I believe xSixRoyal will probably stop gas production at 100 minerals. Gatored going standard as well with the cybernetics core coming down. He's got 1 gas as well. One Gator going to leave this probe down here. The reason he's leaving this probe down here is A, to figure out the timing of the expansion, because as Zerg you want to expand first. Well, for one, your hatchery only cost 300 minerals, where the Nexus and Command Center cost 400. And like I said, xSixRoyal did stop at that 100 gas just for that Zergling speed. So we will be seeing expansion out of this, as well as kind of just Zergling heavy for right now, not really focusing on teching crazily up right now. One Gator going to wisely get that Zealot there to put him on hold position to stop any Zerglings from running up and going into the main, but looks like these Zerglings not really, he's probably just going to poke 2 of them up there, but not too worried about xSixRoyal not going to put much pressure on him there. So Zergling's just checking to see. One thing that I will say for all the Zerg players out there, I forget who said this, but I believe it was Destiny. It was either, I think it was Destiny or Idra, that if you're Zerg and you're playing, oh wow, there's a lot of Zerglings coming, so 12 Zerglings coming. If you've got Zerglings out on the field, you need to always have them doing something. They need to either be hitting rocks, expanding, looking for other expansions, anything like that. So Gator going to try and get a second scout up there, but quickly cleaned up by all those Zerglings. So right now, Royal's got 18 Zerglings to 1 Zealot and 2 Sentries. Although warp technology is almost complete, he's going to need to probably force field up this ramp if xSixRoyal tries to push out with any of this. I think, yes, Gatored is trying to expand off of this. As you can see, he is saving up 400 minerals. Not going to be able to expand right now. Those 2 Zerglings are sitting right there, and little does he know he's got 16 Zerglings right here waiting for him. So very sentry heavy build right now. And here comes, oop, not going to attack quite yet, but all 18 Zerglings are right there for Royal. So he does manage to get the expansion down. Gatored is very sentry heavy, which I kind of like that play with Zergling. So Whenever I go heavy sentries against Zerglings, you really use that force field a lot to able to basically make a wall for those Zerglings to basically not be able to do any amounts of damage. So adding 2 more sentries into this mix, so he's going very, very gas heavy build right now. Still got just the 3 warp gates, just got a forge to kind of wall that off and add a little bit of protection, going to drop a cannon down. Zerglings can still run around this side if he doesn't have anything there, but this will make a pretty good wall off for right now. Let's see what xSixRoyal is doing, putting up a little bit static defense. I like this play by Zerg. I mean, I like to watch this play by Zerg. I definitely don't like facing this kind of play by Zerg. These will definitely kind of hold off any kind of quick push or anything like that. Working on the roach warren, so you're going to maybe see quite a few roaches come out here. Right now he's just working on macroing up pretty hardcore. So be interesting to see if, okay, the first stalker is on the field, and a fourth and a fifth gateway are now down. I don't know if Gatored is saving that chrono energy for something, but he needs to use that up before it gets to 100, just so that he can optimize his chrono boost energy. So we will see if he does anything with that. We do have a Spire on the way for Royal. He is kind of going pretty heavy spine crawlers for the defense. Now, that's a good drone dump in the late game to build that static defense if you've got really high supply, and if it goes real late game and you're maxed out. Here we go. So you want to always have these Zerglings active. They need to be beating down rocks, they need to be scouting out, they need to be doing some sort of harassment the entire time. Anytime you have idle Zerglings, that means something's wrong. Oh, and the reason that Royal is putting this many spine crawlers up is because all he has right now is these 16 Zerglings, and that's it. So those spine crawlers are definitely going to be, getting caught there. But see, force field allowing that stalker and that sentry to last much longer against these Zerglings and put a little bit more damage on them. But this proxy pylon is going to get warped in. Here's the attack, throwing up the guardian shield. A lot of stalkers or sentries there, and here comes the flank with the Zerglings. See if he can get a good surround on there. I don't think there's many more Zerglings left, but he does have 10 mutas about to pop. So there's the first one, and there's the muta army. So pretty heavy mutas numbers right now. I will say that Guardian Shield is very, very effective against mutalisks. Basically negates their damage because it gives everything inside that bubble +2 against ranged missile attacks, and those glaive worms are considered ranged missile attacks. So the Guardian Shield very, very effective against the mutalisks. So we will see what Gatored is going to do to try and counteract these muta numbers now. The muta numbers now up to 9. He's got 8 stalkers and 3 sentries. Not too bad. Pretty even foothold there, especially if he can get another Guardian Shield off with these sentries. Basically dropping the effectiveness of those mutas way down. So what he needs to do is try not to encounter this big muta ball with these spine crawlers. These spine crawlers are going to do a lot of damage. Throwing down a couple more. He's going to trying to snipe these so that he can get some kind of attack. Oh, that sentry gets taken out real fast. So Royal doing a good job right now of targeting down the sentries. He knows that they are very, very deadly with his mutas. He needs to focus fire those sentries down and get those down first. The stalkers, even though they do more damage to the mutalisk, are not the kind of main threat to him. That Guardian Shield is his #1 threat, and especially whenever they're in such low numbers. But here he comes for a counterattack, going to do a little bit of harassment there. 2 stalkers ready, kind of warping a third one. He's got 2 cannons on the way, but will these stalkers be able to hold it off before that cannon can get put down? That stalker trying to sprint away, get as much time as he can for that cannon. Here comes the first cannon. Second cannon gets canceled, but first cannon going to get a few hits off. Doesn't get any kills, but here come the stalker army. Stalker army now coming in. He's going to unfortunately sweep over to the natural. Are these stalkers going to be able to... not be able to intercept that, but he gets those probes out of there in time. Now they're just making a bunch of a human wall there for those stalkers to try and get into those mutas. So I think probably what Royal needs to do is bring these back on home. He's done harassment. He's gotten Gatored kind of out of position there. He needs to just bring those home and let him heal up a little bit and re-macro up right now. He is lower on the supply count right now. As you can see, it's 74 to 82. Not necessarily a good position where you want to be as Zerg. His income is slightly lower than that of Gatored. I would probably suggest right now trying to get some kind of expansion. You've caused Protoss to want to try and turtle a little bit, maybe do a little bit of strikes and go for a third expansion, which is exactly what he's doing down here in the natural of this main right here, the abandoned main there. Not so good idea leaving the gold there. It would be very, although you can spread the creep easily to that gold, it makes it very vulnerable to attack, and you can lose it real quickly, where probably safer hidden bet down here. Also could expand here if he wanted to. But what are the mutas numbers looking like now? 15 mutas now, so mutas getting in pretty high numbers now, but I mean, oh, just miss a little bit of bad micro there. Stalker's got at least 1 or 2 kills there. Look at the units lost tab right now. Although the lost number favors Gatored, he has, however, lost more resources, but does have that higher income rate, so he is able to make up for that right now. Trying to research Blink, that's a good idea. Is he going to lose this he does lose the pylon that is powering the Blink, as well as being supply blocked. So he really needs to get that Blink research right now so that these stalkers can be much more mobile against this ever growing Mutalisk army that's now up to 18 mutas. Really, Royal is just basically funneling everything into those mutas right now. We're not seeing any... Oh, we are seeing infestors now, so he is going to try and transition over to infestors. Let's see what he can do here. Let's see if he can force a Guardian Shield out of Gatored. I almost think that would be a good idea, getting that... making him force a Guardian Shield, losing a little bit of energy on those sentries. Although none of those sentries look like they have enough, and there's one that has enough. So Royal kind of got Gatored in a little bit of a hole here. Kind of worried about his mineral line, so he's kind of got him holed up into his base. I like this play by Royal, going ahead and getting another expansion up, and just going to really make up lost ground on that income tab. And so here we go, another harassment of the mineral line. Are these stalkers going to be able to... There they go. They used up their blink, so they're not going to be able to blink if these guys run away, but these Mutalisks aren't running away yet. Are they going to be able to clean this up? There they go. Now they're running, able to use blink again, because he kept those mutas there long enough to allow him to use the recharge on blink. So looks like Gatored is going to go for an attack now. Now, Royal does see all of this, as he does have the creep tumors there, and he's got a lot of spine crawlers there, as well as the infestors are now in the field. They do have fungal growth. Do they have the pathogen gland? They do not have pathogen gland researched yet. It looks like Gatored is going to go for an all-in here. He's got a very heavy stalker army, which is going to be really good against those Mutalisks, although they are going to be taking quite a bit of damage from the fungal growth. I think these Mutalisks need to... Okay, there we go. Took out the sentry finally, but now all Gatored is pretty much left with is stalkers, which looks like he's going to be able to clean this up. The Mutalisk numbers are now down to 4, 3, 2, back up to 3, but he's getting all these spine crawlers down, and it looks like, okay, there we go. GG from Royal. So Gatored going to be taking the first game in this best of 5 series with his very heavy blink stalker play, which is really the good counter to that Mutalisk harassment. So I like the sentry play in the beginning, able to use force fields as he needed, able to use that Guardian Shield, almost like he had a sixth sense, as he knew that Royal may be going Mutalisk, so he got those sentries out there, got their energy up, able to use Guardian Shield more often than if he only had a handful of sentries, and then switching to the stalkers, heavy stalker play. So that was game 1 from the U.S. ZOTAC Cup. number 17, and we will be going straight into game 2. Hope you guys enjoyed this. This is SC Southern Style signing out.